Can the OWN Network / Discovery cut Melody Shari a check? Because I feel like these themes are literally Melody Shari coded. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Melody, aka Melody Shari, aka Melody Shari Rogers, aka The Blueprint, aka Everything's Black and White. There's no gray area. AKA Money Making Mel, AKA Mogul Making Mel, AKA Award Winning Mel, AKA Patreon Making Mel, you guys. Celebrity collab Making Mel, as she has a collab with Nick Cannon and now with Drew Sidora from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And could we be future saying Peach Making Mel? I don't know, but I'm going to put it out there that potentially, you know what I'm saying, maybe in the future we can see Melody Shari on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I am here in this video because I can't help but think that Melody Shari needs to be cut this check. Melody Shari needs to be paid for her services. Melody Shari, you know what I'm saying, needs to be off of all of these people's mood boards because it's given you want her back, and because y'all can't have her back, y'all just, somebody's stalking her page. Somebody's stalking her page. Somebody's stalking her posts. Somebody's stalking her Instagrammies, right? So what am I talking about? Why are we here? What are we talking about, right? So I noticed this last season, right? The first season without, Melody Shari or whatever the case may be, where they decided to have this backdrop, right? Where everybody is in various shades of blue. We know that Melody Shari, you know what I'm saying, when she won her award, it was coined the Blueprint, and even Carlos King was in the comments calling Melody Shari the Blueprint, right? But at that point in time, we didn't know that Melody Shari, what was done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, it wasn't publicly known yet, right? And so ultimately, we see this cast photo after it is already known that Melody Shari is no longer going to be a part of the show, and the entire cast is in various shades of blue. And Mel had been wearing blue and all the things, right? And I found that interesting, right? I'm like, are they like concerned about Melody Shari? Are they trying to say that they're the Blueprint, that they're in various shades of blue? Like what is going on? What is the tea, right? So that always was like in the back of my mind. Now we got to get into this cast photo, you boys. So the cast photo drops for the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. And the entire cast is in black and white, y'all. The entire cast is in black and white. And Mel has been saying for at least a couple of years, this was even back when she was still on the show, when she was still on Love and Marriage Huntsville, she said everything's black and white. There's no gray area. And what that means to me is that you have either you're yes or no. Either you're starting or you're stopping. You know what I'm saying? Either you're working or you're not. Either you're quitting or you're fired. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no in between. It is absolutes. Is basically my point, right? It is absolutes. It's one way or the other, right? So Mel, of course, when she had her event, she was in black and white for her black tie fundraiser for Hill Harper, all of the things, right? And it's interesting that the cast is doing a black and white theme, right? And here's the thing. You can do whatever theme you want. But for back-to-back cast photos, first kind of, it felt like to me, inspired by the Blueprint. Let's have all different shades of blue. And then this season, you know what I'm saying? Melody Shari is always saying Everything's black and white. There's no gray area. Cut her the check. Cut her the check. And then you got the concubine in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? You got a silhouette of her in the shadows. No. So I feel like y'all mad because y'all want Mel, but y'all can't have Mel. So since y'all can't have Mel, y'all still trying to study what Mel's posting, what Mel's got going on, what things Mel says, what Mel things does, to be inspired, you know what I'm saying, by the cast photo, by the look of the season, by the theme of the season. And to me, it's weird. To me, it is very weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, ultimately, can Mel just get this check? Can she just get this check from the creative team, from the creative director that, quote unquote, was inspired by all of this? Because it's giving you want Mel's attention. And I did a video yesterday, even in which when Melody Shari was responding to the news that, you know, Martell's longtime concubine is going to be a part of the show. And I want to make it clear, we don't know in what capacity. We do not know what in the capacity that she's going to be on there, because they always focused on the core six when Mel was there as being a part of the main cast, right? And so now what's happened is they have the Scots 1.0, 2.0, Martell and Destiny, as well as the Fletchers as a part of the cast photo, which would indicate there is no more Trish and Ken, you guys. There is no more Trish and Ken, is what that indicates to me, right? So ultimately, with that being said as well, Melody Shari had said, thank God for black and white, no gray area. But like I said, Mel had been saying this for a very, 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 very long time. She's not new to this. She's true to this. So I find it interesting that you're inspired by, quote unquote, the blueprint by literally having a Shades of Blue cast photo and Neil a black and white themed photo, when Melody Shari says there's no gray area, everything's in black and white. Basically, meaning she sees through y'all. And she saw through y'all, which is why she's no longer on the show, which is why she gave y'all her walking papers, because she realized that the environment that you guys were doing to her, there was not going to be an end in sight. You wanted to ruin and destroy this woman and destroy everything that she worked to build this show up to what it is. But you guys want to burn everything down and destroy. And now it appears that, you know what I'm saying, the groundwork was already being laid for Nell and Destiny to be the new targets, because it's never going to be, you know, the Scots 1.0 or 2.0. They're always going to be on the same side. So now that you've set Destiny up to be on that island, she's up here thinking that she's bringing in Martell's concubine to have backup. And already you see Nell filming scenes with the concubine. But we knew that would happen, because remember, they got exposed going to, you know what I'm saying, well, whatever that event was where the outfits were atrocious for a lot of the people. And anyways, also the concubine is coming for her supposed bestie, Destiny, about her not getting into the same school as the child that she has with Martell. But I just find it interesting that everything Melody Shari does, even though she's not on the show, is still very much Mel inspiration, Mel inspired, Melody Shari, the blueprint coded in everything about this cast. And you even have Martell going as far as to making yesterday's trailer and yesterday's cast photos about Melody Shari. And it's very interesting. Shouldn't you be happy that your concubine has finally made it onto the show? Aren't you happy, you know what I'm saying, that she finally is going to make an appearance in that dusty wig that she has on, that she looks 80 years old, you know what I'm saying? has on that curtain dress. Like all of it was a hot mess express. And as much as she body shame people and fat shame people, you look like you've put on some weight. So it's really the audacity. It is really the audacity, you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to come over here, you know what I'm saying? Because I remembered, I was like, wait a second, we've had the Shades of Blue and Mel the Blueprint. Neil, and I feel like low-key, they were mad that they were not winning any awards, and Mel was winning the awards. And now they finally got an award, or whatever the case may be. But anyways, Mel been saying everything's black and white. And y'all pop out in a black and white cast photo. No. It is too much of a coincidence, you guys. It is too much of a coincidence. We got to get into it. It is too much of a coincidence. Y'all are Melinspired, and just cut her the check. Just cut her the check that Melody Shari is going to remain on y'all mood board. Anything Melody Shari does, y'all going to find a way to implement it. Y'all going to find a way to incorporate it into the show. And just give her flowers. Just give credit where credit is due. But y'all are so mad that she wants nothing to do with this show. But then y'all keep trying to get her attention. Y'all keep wanting a reaction out of her so bad. And Martell has his own delusions and fantasies and fairy tales in his mind about who Mel is involved with and all this and all that. Why do you care if you are with your long-term concubine and you can finally debut her on the show that is supposed to be about love and marriage? Make it make sense. So that is all that I have for this video. That is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you never hyped a video before in your life. There is that. That is it. That is all. Es todos, es final. Es finito. Is he in the road? Is he in the line for this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.